old stonework. Gold, traps, and bones.
Something. I knew it! You're no match for me!
Hey Inigo, catch up! We don't have time for whatever it is you're doing. Yes?
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
It is halfway through the day, and we are still alive. I hope I can say the same tomorrow.
Oh, there once was a hero named Inigo the Brave. He killed 1,000 spiders because they didn't behave.
Oh, there once was a scholar named Lucien.
What do you want?
He was slight but surprisingly...
Until next time.
Here for work? Honest gold for honest work. Keep safe.
We could always use help. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. Until next time.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Svar, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Lover!
Traitor!
You should tell her that
You
her uncle is
betrayed
son
us!
that betrayed his high king. Best
Traitor!
you know now, Hadvar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Taarie. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Lords.
Boo!
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Stroz enjoys this place. Are we here for business, pleasure, or both? This place smells of coin and good taste. It reminds me a little of Citadel here, a thin veneer of civility barely masking the dirty doings beneath. It is nice looking though. Let us go. Ah, Solitude. It is quite lovely with the trees and the birds and the
Doesn't
giant
seem
windmill
right
and
to
everything.
me.
The people can be a bit snobby though.
It shouldn't have been like
Man
this.
opens the gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
Fancy a song, Inigo?
Need something?
Splendid. Let's warm up. Me, 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 me.
Oh, there once was a baker named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun in search of fine bread.
New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever. We keep a fine inn. Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that. It was a dark day for us all. Damn! That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special bottle of Stros Mackay rum. Saved me a lot of trouble. Here, take it to the Blue Palace. Work in it, I own it. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne. Vivienne Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He'd beat me up, dump meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly.
I say let him.
I was done talking anyway.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in that bar.
Feel free to look around. We have a fine selection of herbs here at Angela's Aromatics. You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldis, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldis would be welcome news.
They are weighing you down.
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
Spare some gold for a veteran? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things. Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks. Always good talking to you, friend. You know...
Come in and shut the door. Why, hello. Here to buy? If you have to ask the price, you might be in the wrong store.
One thing everyone can
You're
agree
really
on.
going to the
This
Blue
war is
Palace?
bad for business.
That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raymond. Take a look. Thank you for your patronage.
I'm right behind you.
A coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
Keep the cold at bay. You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you?
From your trials as well.
Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it. Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time.
Fresh fish. Straight from the fjords.
Take a look.
Apples, tomatoes, leeks, and cabbages, fresh and ripe.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Svari, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rhaegveir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will. Down at the docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire Company workers and those Red Wave thugs.
Fruit, fresh off the boat. The freshest
Just
in
what you see
Skyrim.
here. These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and hearth.
The finest fish here, caught daily.
I've got a little work if you're interested.
Yes? Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle-ready. Can any man hope to be ready for a dragon? I can but hone their skills and harden their hearts. The rest is up to the gods. That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the general for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Good on you. Good. I'll see if I can get some copies made for the men. Here, something for your trouble. The Legion thanks you. Good speaking with you. Good to see you. Not my finest hour. Rhaegveir was a fine and honorable man. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rhaegveir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Generally posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morrard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told. Someday soon you will all see battle.
I like a little solitude.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. Be careful! It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you? You got Aldis to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
You want to do some trading? Okay. Those dragon parts look heavy. See how much you can get for them. Unless you are using that saber cat's tooth as a back scratcher or something, I'd consider trading it in. If you're not saving them for a special someone, why don't you sell off those gems? Okay, let us get back to it. I will aid you if I can. Let us move on.
And your madness is the method and the melody.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldis I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed. Do you have business? Oh, right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair-weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You'd do well to remember that. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent. Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torygg was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torygg, and so he came before my husband and he shouted, with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend, or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
If I needed something from you, you would know it. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torygg's father. It was Torygg who appointed me to the position. Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torygg on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The white gold concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Torygg's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Torygg became that symbol. No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Torygg High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Torygg respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Torygg directly to stand up, to declare independence, Torygg might have done it. Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the god was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Torg wasn't ready to let it fall apart. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Empires. Clever hunters. Be quick. I have little patience for my... I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.